Let's go. That's not good. That's not good. Well, there goes my stand. I could fix it though. What's up, guys? Hello. And we're back. What's up, guys? Hey, guys. And we are back. How are you? Sorry, I had to take care of something. So what do you guys want to chat? What do you guys want to chat about? What do you guys want to chat about? Huh? Creatine, a lot of benefits. A lot of benefits to creatine. Phosphate production and cognitive benefits, and when you're fatigued or work on a computer, it helps with that too. Yep, so did that answer your question? So yeah, creatine's very important. So for me, so let's say I want to like get my arms larger. Have some pretty decent arms for a natural, right? So um if I want my arms larger, I am definitely going to use creatine. Yep. Unless you're eating a lot of meat. If you're eating a lot of meat per day, like 5 pounds of meat a day, then you don't need creatine. Huh? So phosphate, well, yeah, so you could look at it like that. It's not just do more. Well, that's not really how it works, man. It depends on like how you're training, right? It's not just what you eat, it depends on your stimulus. So depending on how you're training, what you're doing that day, you got to you got to eat based on what you're doing and understand your macros. No, they're not dumb questions. It's just that's not how it works. It's not just, oh, make this smoothie like this. Like, for example, you got to understand nutrition. Like, sometimes you want to spike your insulin, and sometimes you want to keep your insulin low. I like to do a high protein, high fat smoothie if it's during the day. But if it was before I trained, then I'm going to have some carbs in it because I'm going to time when I get my glucose and my carbs, right? So it kind of depends on when you're training. Like, what are you going to do after you have a smoothie and stuff? You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? This stuff isn't cookie cutter. You can't just read a program. You have to understand what your day is. And it's like the reason they say it's a lifestyle is because you are eating based on your activity. And your training and what you do in a day, depending on if you're trying to build muscle or get in shape, all of those variables have to be considered when you write a program. So you can't just say it. But now, I will tell you a smoothie that I make if you want to know, because I'm going to go make another one because it was so good. Right, so today, huh? Yeah, I'm here, guys. Just let me know if you have any questions. I'm looking, so you want to. Heart Saver Direct First Lady Elaine Bundle. Okay. Coffee. Okay, well, I'll go make it for you real quick. I'm confused at what these people are asking on the email. I don't know what these jokesters are asking. Whatever. All right, let's do a smoothie. I'll show you one that I would make. But if you eat like this, that doesn't mean, like, again, you can't just take the smoothie that I make and copy it and think that it's going to work. That's not how it works. You gotta kind of know what you're doing. And another thing too, I eat a lot of food. So like I eat a lot of carbs, right? So here's my rice. So it's like, I also eat rices and meats and I make curries and stuff. But if I was gonna make a smoothie, and let's say I wanted to be lean, then I would get like some PB2 powder like this, PB2, a couple scoops of whey isolate, put that in there with some ice and a splash of almond milk. That's a smoothie that I would make, and I would drink a lot of that because remember, when you're like, today is a day where I stretched and my body has been stimulated the last 3 days. I've done enough volume that I feel like my body has been stimulated and now it's going to super compensate by growing new tissue. So while I'm in this phase, I'm eating protein as much as I can because I'm recovering. However, when I get ready to train, On another day, I'll eat more carbs and more energy. So I like to make sure I have energy to train hard when I hit a muscle, and then I like to give it enough days. And I don't believe in training muscles twice a week. I think if you really hit a muscle hard with volume and you destroy it, then it's going to super compensate and come back larger. But if you hit it every 2 or 3 days, the only way you can hit something every 2 or 3 days, if you're just trying to get it to grow, is if you focus on just that muscle and you don't train the rest of your body. Yeah, if you're just going to hit one main muscle group a couple days a week to shock it, yeah, you could do that, but then you're going to have to pull back off your legs and like your other stuff. You get what I'm saying? So, boom, 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 boom. So, for me, I realize that I still want to have carbs and I want to get my body to hold more glycogen, but it also depends on when I train, how I train, and variables like that. Well, it's not very complicated. I'm just giving, well, there's a reason people go to college for this stuff. Like I studied at university to understand muscle building and nutrition. So it's not complicated if you just want to go to the gym and stay in shape. Go do whatever you want. But if you actually want to grow tissue and you actually want to make your body look different, hiring a professional trainer is the best way to do it. But I don't mean, you actually need to find a trainer who actually knows what they're doing. Like Chris Bumstead has a trainer. Michael Jordan has a basketball coach, right? Tiger Woods has a golf coach. Stephen Curry has a shooting coach. Like get you a coach, right? The information's on the internet, but the biggest thing that's going to help you have muscle, right, especially staying natural, is going to be understanding you have phases where you build and phases where you maintain and phases when you cut. I mean, that's kind of the best way to do it, because if you try to stay lean year-round all the time, I don't think you're going to be able to grow much muscle. And if you're fat all the time, then you're never going to be lean. So it's like, what I like to do is I like to teach people to increase their output and do more. The biggest thing that will help you is cocaine. I don't know about that because I don't drink or do any cocaine. So I might have a smoke from time to time, but other than that, I can't do that stuff. Also, in my smoothie, I also always throw one whole egg that's organic and grind up the eggshell, because the eggshells can be absorbed with the fat in the yolk, and that helps get all your magnesium. The eggshell is very, very nutritious, if you didn't know. Science will say you can't absorb it, but you can if you eat it with the egg and you blend it up in a smoothie with peanut butter or PB2 powder, because you have the resveratrol that helps do the absorption. I'm telling you guys, your body will absorb what you put in it, but you never eat things in isolation. It's what you eat with other things. And you do want to eat carbs, but carbs aren't the enemy. You just have to make sure that you match your carbohydrates with your training and your output. For example, if you wake up and you go to the office to type on a computer all day, you really don't need a lot of carbohydrates. Not for that. But if you know you're going to go to the computer and type all day and, maybe go to the gym at lunch on your break or later that evening, and it's a hard day, well, yeah, maybe you'll get some carbs in your system and start loading your glycogen a couple days. But if you've trained a few days and you know that you're just resting and you're just like, you need more protein and amino acids. Sometimes you need to up your protein when you've given yourself a reason, because the amount of food that you eat should directly be related to how hard you're training, right? So stop looking at it as I need to eat this much and train. It's like, how can you understand what stimulus you're sending to the body? And by sending the body this stimulus, can you now take that stimulus and then give it the raw material it needs to build new tissue? Can you achieve this? And thus, if thou shalt achieve that, you will get gains. All right. It's kind of how it works, fellas. You said the biggest thing that'll help you is cocaine? Nah, actually cocaine is actually a vasoconstrictor. So you actually want vasodilation when you build muscle, not so much constriction. Although arguably you could use cocaine or any stimulant to focus. You know, technically, hell, some pre-workouts probably make you feel like you're on cocaine. I personally have never done cocaine, so I wouldn't know that. However, I will tell you this, some of the pre-workouts that people take, that shit, when you read the ingredients, because I'm a nutrition guy, like I went to university for it, I'm a certified nutrition person, supplements, bodybuilding, I'm a coach for it, so I love it, it's fun to help people build muscle. Most people don't know two shits about building muscle. But that being said, when they hire me, they build a lot of muscle and they build it fast. And they say, holy shit, I didn't know that's how you built muscle. And I'm like, yeah, do you see what I mean? I'm the best coach you've never had, baby. And I'm also not a genetically gifted muscle builder. I have a good structure. Like I have wide shoulders and stuff, but I don't have really super big muscle bellies. But I've always wondered if I hopped on the juice, what I would look like. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe one day. I'll be the first to tell you guys if I ever do. What's up, guys? Any questions on muscle building? What you got? The biggest thing that will help you is cocaine. Not really. The biggest thing that'll help you in anything would be believing in yourself. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta make it happen. Simple as that. Chest Devil's back. What's up, Chest Devil? What's up? Chest Devil. What's up, brother? Getting ready to go to the store. We're taking a rest day because remember, Chest Devil, you see we've been building muscle again. So by building muscle, I always tell you guys, once you send a signal to the body, you got to let the body recover Final exams are over. Awesome. Your final exams are over? Well, that's good. That's what's up. Cool. Very good. Are you going to focus on working out? Okay. Good luck. It's fun. Working out's fun, man. Working out's really fun, man, and you should enjoy it. I don't work for free. I don't work for free. You want to fuel before and after you train. You want to fuel before and after you train. But you'll see there's a lot to it. Find a coach, or you're gonna have a lot of time. You want to fuel your carbs around your workout. That's what you want to do. Weird. So about this close to quitting YouTube. This close. Any questions? Any questions in the chat? Build muscle, lose fat. Everybody said 100% build muscle. What are the questions? What questions? Specifics, ask. If you do not ask, then you know what's going to happen. It's very simple. If you do not ask, I am going to end the stream. I need some engagement. The engagement does good on the algorithm where it's not worth my time, ladies and gentlemen. It's not worth my time if it doesn't do that. So specifics. You got me now for a few minutes. What you got? Muscle building is its own science.
Products are shown for demonstration purposes only. The American Heart Association does not endorse or recommend any specific manufacturer or product.
Oh snap, I gotta take a CPR course. Dang it.
Sydney and I went out for our
I don't see why I have to take this.
We got about 3/4 of a mile in, and Sydney kind of reached out to me and took this odd breath, and I couldn't quite figure out what's going on, and then out of nowhere she just collapsed.
I mean, I already got my CPR and AED part. I don't know why I have to retake this.
My life. If Andy hadn't done what he did that
Places
day
don't
and
make
did that
sense.
CPR, a whole person wouldn't even exist.
Anyways.
7 in 10 Americans say they feel powerless to act in the face of a cardiac emergency. We can change that. With the testimonies of real survivors, the knowledge of experts, as well as support from some helpful assistance, this Heart Saver course from the American Heart Association will teach you how to perform CPR, use an AED, respond to a choking emergency, and even help in the event of a water emergency or drug overdose.
We will be with you every step of the way, empowering you to join our nation of lifesavers.
I saw a man who was down in the street just off the sidewalk. I told people next to me to call 911.
People tend to worry about harming a person if they need to perform CPR, and that's understandable. No one wants to make a bad situation worse. But we're here to help you overcome that fear so that you have the confidence to act when a person in an emergency needs your help.
I'm just going to put it on ×2 and get through it.
Even triple a person's chance of survival from cardiac arrest by performing CPR and using an AED.
You're more likely to perform CPR on a family member, friend, or someone you know than on a stranger. If you bravely decide to give CPR to someone you don't know, you might have legal concerns, but you should never let those concerns stop you from helping someone in need. Every state has Good Samaritan laws that are designed to protect anyone who gives CPR or first aid to the best of their ability in good faith.
All of a sudden, just adrenaline kicks in, and you realize, I have to do this. Luckily, I had some prior training. I knew exactly what I needed to do.
I wouldn't be here without CPR. Our family wouldn't be what it is without CPR. You're truly changing the trajectory of someone's entire life.